secret institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Horny Creek. My name is Mark. With me as always is my wife Carol. How you doing today, Carol?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. It's been a good week here. It's May 9th, 2001. We are adjusting and getting ready for life.
What?
I don't know. You were adjusting in the chair.
I was.
And I was getting ready to talk.
No, you know what's happened is I lost a little bit of weight. And
Yes.
now sometimes when I sit, my butt hurts.
Really? Oh, not as much cushioning
Very
anymore.
annoying. I went to a school function with my nephew
Still looks like
last week.
You got some curves there, though. Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
No, I had to sit on a cafeteria bench for like an hour.
Yeah, I bet that hurt.
It was terrible. And it was terrible, but also like, hey, I have one of those like skinny people problems. Yeah.
But speaking of skinny people problems,
Right.
Dawson's Creek, filled with skinny people and their problems.
Oh my lord, they're stupid ass problems. They're all stupid.
This is called separation anxiety.
Because it's coming to an end.
Only one good decision I think was made in this entire episode.
Gretchen's decision?
Yes.
Yeah, agreed.
That is 100% the right decision. Instead of letting Dawson throw his fucking life away. Well, not his life away, but you know.
His summer,
Yeah.
basically.
Well, and graduating.
Yeah. Well, okay, so Dawson.
Yeah, let's start with Doss.
Dawson.
It is his show.
Right. Is lamenting, the fact that him and Gretchen have broken up and just like all whiny and shit. And I believe him and Jack were moving some furniture.
That's right. You're right.
And then his mother or Jack, was it his mother or Jack that hands him the fucking yearbook to go get Gretchen to sign it? Because they're like, you got to go talk to Gretchen.
Oh yeah, I think it was Jack. I think Jack handed it to him, and Jack's like, you should get her to sign her. Or no, maybe it was his mother. It was his mother.
Yeah, it was a lame mom kind of idea.
Yeah, because she was like, she's at the store or whatever, like they haven't talked to each other in a while, and he hears that she's preparing to leave for the summer.
Yeah, she's going out of town.
He knows she's going back to college because she said that's kind of why she wanted to break up. Or the whole thing is she needs to go back to college and complete her degree and get her life going. And she doesn't have that much longer to finish her degree either.
No, I think she only had like 2 semesters or something.
But before she goes back, she's going to spend the summer kind of like tooling around or whatever. And she hasn't said goodbye. She hasn't talked to him. She hasn't come up to him.
No, she said goodbye to his parents, and
Yes.
she's working her last shift at their restaurant.
Right. And she's like, oh, get her to sign your yearbook. And he's like, that's the lamest fucking idea.
And like, whoever asked anybody to sign the yearbook that didn't go to school with them?
Right.
Like, she's not a high school student. It's fucked up.
It would be weird. If they were still dating, it would be weird.
Yeah.
Sign my yearbook, person 3 years older than me.
It is weird.
I agree.
Because she does it.
Yeah, she does.
It's very weird.
Whatever. I mean, I don't know. But I don't know. No one that didn't sign... people that were older than me signed my yearbook because, when I was a freshman, I was very popular with the seniors for some reason. I had a creative writing class that was populated with a lot of seniors, and they all loved me. I think I was the only freshman in the class.
You're a great writer. I'm sure you're a great writer then, too.
I was fine. But anyway, so she signs the yearbook. He does come with kind of the lame excuse or whatever. And he's like, oh, you weren't going to tell me that you're leaving.
Well, she asks for time to work on what she wants to write in it. So she keeps his yearbook, which is also weird.
Yeah.
The whole thing's weird. I don't like it. I don't like anything about, the writing that's going on in the show right now.
But as she's talking about leaving and everything and stuff, Dawson has a conversation with Mitch, John Wesley Shipp, TV's The Flash, and he says something like, he's like, I was thinking about your movie and everything, because his documentary about Mr. Brooks is almost done. And he's like, I was thinking about your movie, and I was thinking about how crazy, that Mr. Brooks was the kind of guy that like invited this random waitress with him to go to Hollywood, and she like jumped across the counter and went, and he's like, it's amazing. Like being those kind of people is so amazing. Like he's like, so many people, even like hearing the waitress's story or whatever, would just be like, okay, and then just go off to California by themselves as planned. And so many waitresses would not like quit their job on the spot and just run off to California.
Yeah.
And he says something like, it's funny, like when there's an opportunity to do something and like
dreamers or something.
Yeah, it changes the rest of your life and all this stuff and everything. And he kind of says like Dawson's that type of person too.
Yeah, a dreamer, a person who just takes risks and does things, and yeah, like you'd have to be a certain kind of person for sure. And
so Dawson comes up with the brilliant idea of going on this summer trip with Gretchen. Like one last summer fling. Presumably he's thinking they're going to fuck.
I'm sure, yeah. He still has not lost his virginity.
He does say at one point, he's like, going to college as a virgin is like I'm going to be a fucking loser or whatever.
Did he? I don't remember him saying that.
He mentions something about that, either in this episode or the last episode, but I do remember him saying that. And because he says it to Jack. Mm. And anyway, so he's like, he goes up and proposes this idea to her and says, I'll go with you and we'll have this one summer together. And then you go your way and I go mine, kind of thing. And she, tries to be the voice of reason and explains why that, this shouldn't happen. Like, he's not even done with school. He's got graduation in a couple of weeks. She's like, you'll miss your graduation. He's like, go grabbing a diploma and putting on a cap. Like, who gives a fuck? And she goes, you're going to miss that when you're older. And he's like, no, I would miss, like, doing this, being balls deep inside you when I'm older. Right.
Honestly, though, I agree with him. I think graduations are dumb.
Graduation is overrated. Yeah. But I do think that there's something about that transition period from graduating high school to being college aged. It still is a huge thing. I think it's and spending it with your peers, I think is kind of important. I had a lot of like surface level friends in high school. I didn't have a lot of what I would call like good friends where like, I did, like I had my little group and everything, right? But I still think like doing stuff like the senior all night party or like going to parties after, like going to other people's graduation parties and stuff like that. Like I went to people's graduation parties that I was not super tight with, and I'm kind of glad because I think you all share this thing together, and when it's over, and it is important, like high school is important. It's not the most important time of your life, and if we have any high schoolers listening, you shouldn't treat it like it's the most important time of your life. But it is going from 14 to 18. It's a very formative time in your life, and the people that are around you help kind of shape how you are as you get older. And I think it is important to spend the time with people that you went through this with. Yeah. So I think leaving for the summer and saying goodbye to those people prematurely, I think would be bad for him.
Yeah, I agree. And like, what did his parents ever do to him that he would try to deprive them of seeing him graduate? That's the thing. It's really more for the parents.
For sure. 100%. The graduation is for the parents.
I mean, it's for the kids too, sure. But it just, I don't know. I think walking across the stage and getting a piece of paper that's not even your real diploma, meh.
Oh, I got my real diploma.
Oh, they mailed it.
Oh no, they gave us
a ceremonial
There was a little it was on a thing like a little holder, a blue holder because our colors were blue and gold, and the real diploma was in there with all the endorsements and everything. So,
very cool.
Yeah, we had a thing my senior year that they didn't really do. They did it 2 years and they found it too difficult, so they never did it anymore. But it was this proficiency test that they did, and if you got proficient in all 4 categories, you got a accommodation or whatever on your diploma.
Oh, nice.
And I was one of 3 people in my graduating class to get proficient in all 4 areas. It was reading, writing, science, and math.
Good job.
Thanks. And I think the class before us had 2. So they were like, yeah, we're not doing the same. Everyone's failing. There's no point.
Makes sense.
But anyway, so back to Gretchen.
So she tries to say no, but he talks her into it. And I think this is selfish of him too, because
This is her trip.
Yeah, she was planning on doing this because she wants to have some time before she goes back to college, time to herself to like reflect and, you know, whatever. Like she's been through some stuff.
Exactly. She packed all those vibrators and everything.
I'm sure she's gotten very familiar with them since dating Dawson.
Yeah, no kidding.
But yeah, so he talks her into it. She's like, yes, okay, let's do it. And like, really, you're 21? Really? And I don't know. She seems like she's about 12 sometimes.
Yeah, she does. But when it comes time to go, she doesn't.
Yeah, well, first of all, his parents ask him to babysit his baby sister. And, you know...
Do we know her name?
I don't remember
the
what it is.
littlest Dawson.
Wait, Lily.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Because of Joey's mom.
It's Joey's mom's name, yeah. I forgot. The lamest thing ever.
But, you know,
Lily, I almost said Creek. Leary. That's their last name. Lily Leary.
Yeah, that's a crappy name.
I don't like it.
No. But she comes by, and he's hanging with his little sister, and they're talking about, like, different things he's going to miss and people he's going to miss, and, like, she's like, you can tell she's like, you know, you're going to miss watching her grow up.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing too is there's stuff going on with Joey in this episode, and he mentions Joey a couple times. He's very bad at hiding his feelings for Joey.
Yeah. I don't think he even realizes that it's a problem.
Well, that's a problem if he doesn't realize.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I don't think he's trying. But yeah, so you're right. So he mentions Joey a few times. He mentions things he's going to miss out on. And Gretchen's just like, you know, okay.
Yep.
Goodbye, Dawson.
I'm going to pack my stuff while you're babysitting and get the car all ready and everything. And then I'll be back here to come pick you up and we can go or whatever.
No, he was supposed to come to her house in the morning.
Yeah.
Which he does.
Yeah, meet me in the morning. That's right.
Which he does. And she has left his yearbook on her porch with her note to him.
Yeah.
And she's gone.
Dawson, like, I couldn't let you do it. I don't even care about you. No, I don't remember all the things she says.
No, I don't either.
She
it's
goes
just
through,
a goodbye note.
I know. She ends it with "Have a bitchin' summer,"
right?
Because he said, like, you know, don't write something lame like that.
Yeah. So I mean, lame end to them, and I'm just as happy. I was kind of done with them for a while now.
Yeah, I think that what's her name, Sasha Alexander. That's the actress's name. Pacey's hot sister. I think that she was a decent addition to the cast at the beginning, or, you know, at some point. But yeah, I think her character has run its course.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that it's over now. Officially.
I'm still really curious how they're going to do this next year.
I don't know. Everything they're doing seems to indicate that they're not going to do the lame thing that they made fun of in the other episode where everyone goes to Cape Side fucking college or whatever, and instead it sounds like they're gonna do. He's going to California. They're gonna be in Boston. I mean, I don't remember at what point they changed, but at some point, Jen changed from going to New York with what's his face to going to Boston, where Worthington also is, and
where Drew's going, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about Drew. But yeah, so somehow they're all going to Boston, which almost is kind of like lame. They could have kept them in New York. They could have, if they're going to do Dawson in California and they're going to cut back and forth or whatever, they could have done a 3-city like triangle,
I guess.
But because they, you know, Boston and New York are close enough where they could commute.
But Jen didn't want to go to New York.
No, so she's going to Boston. Like I said, I don't remember when that changed, but all of a sudden they're just talking about it's Boston now. It's Boston time.
And Jen was under the impression that Grans just had a bunch of savings and was going to pay for her college.
I mean, yeah.
I don't really remember this conversation. They're referencing a conversation that I feel like happened off screen. But
no, they did talk about it. They talked about because when she wasn't going to fill out her applications, she was like, I don't want to because it costs too much. I can't afford to go to school. And blah, blah, blah. So I'm not going to go to school. And Grams is like, you're not giving up this opportunity, young Jennifer. I'll help you.
Well, because though apparently her parents offered to pay and she said no.
Well, her parents offered to pay after she met with the dad in New York. And he's like, I'll fucking pay for you because I'm a rich asshole.
Like, take his money.
Your fucking, I don't know if he raped her, but she was of age, I guess, right?
I don't know.
Actually, no. She said she had to be...
She was her age.
Oh, my age. And she's like, what, 17? Yeah. Fucked up.
Yeah. But yeah, so...
At the same time, good for him, though.
Oh, my God.
Well, I mean, to be able to pull that at his age.
What is wrong with you?
So many things.
So many things. So, anyway, she refuses her rich parents' help, but will take Grams' help.
Yeah.
So
but now Grams has to, yeah.
So she wanders in one day and looking for Grams, and there's fucking strange people walking around in her house.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
like, what is going on? And they're like, oh, didn't she tell you she's selling the house? We're doing an open house right now.
Yeah.
Who does that to somebody?
Right.
Like, she didn't even have a chance to clean up her room, and there's people walking around.
Exactly. And all those vibrators are over the bed.
Right.
There's a real problem with the women of Cape Side.
I guess so. Well, no, I think that's a problem with the men.
I guess that's true, yeah.
But yeah, I just thought that was so bizarre. Like, Grams wouldn't, I mean, to go through, she's actually got her house on the market and have never said anything.
That's pretty fucked up.
And then we find out it's because she doesn't have the money to pay for Jen's college, so she's going to sell her house to pay for it.
And move to an old folks community. Which they go to visits, and the oldest security guard in the world is like, what's your fucking name?
Where's your pass?
Yeah. Oh, we're just visiting. Yeah, what's your last name?
Everyone's not on the list.
Everyone's got to check in. You're supposed to go to the other gate. And she's like, I'm sorry. I'm from New England.
Yeah, so, I mean, apparently it's awful in there or whatever. So Jen's like, I'm just not going to go to college. And
that's her solution to everything.
Yeah. I think, she's not too committed to the idea of going.
No, clearly, and it comes out later when she talks to Jack about it, because Jack's like, you got to do, let her help you. Let her sell the house. Who gives a fuck? Let her live in an old folks home. It's your time. Her time's over. She's going to die.
Oh, my God.
And Jen's like, maybe, because Jack kind of calls her out, and he's like, you're using this as an excuse. Because you don't want to go. Because you're afraid to go. Because you're afraid to leave all this shit.
Yeah, because you don't want to be away from Grams.
So, Jen comes up with an elegant solution. Like she's solving a calculus problem.
She's like, go ahead and sell your house, Grams, but then you're going to come live with me in Boston.
Yeah, let's get you a house in Boston. What would I do in Boston? I don't know.
Whatever you want.
There's not, you don't get much screen time here. I mean, you can do a scene in Boston.
Right.
If you buy in, lobster or something.
It's so weird.
At Bar Harbor.
She's bringing her grandma to college. It's weird.
Well, she says, she's like, you'd be doing me a favor too, because I'm scared and I want my grandma. I want to be able to come see you.
And I feel like that's the honest to goodness truth, though.
Yeah.
But wait, are they going to live together, or?
The way she said it, it sounds like Jennifer's going to live on campus, but Grams will be there, close by. She'll get near campus housing or whatever. At those grossly inflated Boston prices near campuses, by the way. Oh,
jeez. So, is Jack also going to college in Boston?
Yeah, they're going together. They're going to whatever the college together.
And I know Drew was going to Boston.
Yeah. And so is Joey. Joey's going to Worthington, which is in Boston.
So we found our main cast for next season. The poster will look different next year.
But Dawson's got to be part of it somehow.
Does he?
I don't know. Maybe they'll kill him.
But I mean, like, he can just be, in California and, like, on the phone every once in a while or something. Like, I don't know. I don't think he's going to be as much of a part of it.
He'll be like Burt Reynolds in Out of This World.
Right.
Just occasionally a voice.
And, like, Pacey, Pacey's just going to be done.
Did you get that? Did you get that reference?
No.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Because you remember Out of This World, right? With Evie, she'd touch her fingers together. And
Oh, yeah, and there's
stop
like
time.
a little triangle box that's
Yeah,
her
yeah,
dad.
that's
okay.
Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, okay. I got you now. But yeah, I think Pacey's done for.
I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with Joshua Jackson.
He's not going to college, that's
Are they
for
making
sure.
another Mighty Ducks movie?
Maybe.
Maybe he'll be the connection to Cape Side. Maybe he'll still be in Cape Side doing God knows what. But maybe, Carol, maybe he'll get a spot in Worthington. Because the other storyline is Joey's been invited to another one of those fancy Worthington parties. And the guy's like, the guy that played Les Moonves on that that HBO made for TV movie we saw called The Night Shift, about the battle for the late night television spot between Jay Leno and David Letterman.
I remember the movie.
That guy played Les Moonves, the head of CBS.
Okay.
It was him, and then Ed Begley Jr. playing Ron Perth, his assistant.
I wish that I could remember all the things that you remember. My brain cannot hold as many facts as your brain.
Yeah, well, it's a burden and a privilege.
I guess so.
But anyway, so he's like, "Hey, is your boy coming or what?" And he's like, "Hey, get your boy."
We have an opportunity we want to discuss with him.
And she's like, "Oh, we broke up." And he's like, "Oh, that's too bad. We had an opportunity we want to discuss with him."
You're still friends, right? Bring him anyway.
Yeah, come on, bring him. Bring your ex.
It's so weird.
So she talks to Pacey. Pacey finally apologizes for being a complete fucking asshole at the prom.
Yeah, he says that, like, he feels sick every time he thinks about how he treated her, and, that he knows he was just putting his insecurities on her, which, this is important shit. I'm glad he's saying it.
So she's like, "Listen, they said there's an opportunity. Maybe they want to fucking offer you some weird scholarship or something, some loser scholarship. Every semester they invite one loser." And he's like, "You keep calling me a loser. It's like kind of makes me think I should have yelled at you." But so she convinces him that maybe that's the case. So she brings him. She's smoozing around and everything while he talks to the guy, and he's like, "Hey, you've met me. Here's the fucking dean of admissions." And he's like, "Oh my God. Hello, dean of admissions." And he's like, "Hey, so I talked to him about how you sailed a boat for the entire summer." He's like, "Yeah, it was fun." And he's like, "Well, guess what? I'm loaning him my yacht this summer, and they need someone to clean the fucking deck.
Yeah, we need a deckhand.
You think you can do it?" And he's like, "Oh, what a great opportunity." He's like, "We'll pay you, like fucking slave wages.
And you'll get the opportunity to get off the boat and, explore places. It'll be a great summer."
Yeah,
It actually doesn't sound like a bad gig for him. I mean, I know it was, like, devastating because he thought he'd get to go with Joey, but, like, I'd take the job.
Yeah. Well, if you liked the sea.
Which he does.
Yeah. But you don't. You wouldn't take the job.
I like the sea.
You'd take the job if it were you?
I wouldn't be a deckhand. I don't like manual labor. But I like the sea.
All right.
If I could find another job on a yacht, I would be all about it.
What other job on a yacht?
Someone's personal life coach. There you go.
There you go. Yeah. Anyway, so we don't hear if he's going to take it or not. He doesn't respond.
I mean, I kind of assume.
He says, "Let me think about it."
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Okay. Because, I mean, I really feel like it's a good opportunity for him. What is he even doing? Does he even have a job right now?
No, he's fucking a loser.
He lives in a house. Oh, his sister said she, like, paid the rent for the next month and then their lease is up.
Yeah.
So, like, it kind of would make sense for him to go get on the fucking boat. Yep.
But yeah, so that's devastating, and they basically break up.
Yeah.
Well, they stay broken up.
Yeah, but we were kind of getting a vibe like they might get back together.
Well, Drew does say he like during the beginning of the episode, he's like he's showing the yearbook because they all got the yearbook, and he's like, "Look at this fucking shit." And it's best couple or whatever, Pacey and Joey.
Yeah, I remember that episode.
And no, it's the episode where they did that. Yeah. And he's like, so let's make a bet. Who's gonna get back together first? He's like, we got 3 choices. It's Gretchen and Dawson getting back together. It's Pacey and Joey getting back together, or neither of them getting back together, or both. I guess there's 4 options.
Yeah.
And he's doing this with Jen and Jack, and they're like, we shouldn't
be betting on this, but we will.
Yeah, but here's $5.
Right. So, well, I mean, Dawson and Gretchen technically got back together for like a minute.
For a second.
They kissed and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, Joey and
Joey, you can tell that Joey is kind of disgusted with Pacey. Rightfully so. I don't really think she gives him an inch.
No, I mean, the way he treated her, he doesn't deserve it.
Yeah. But, yeah, so then everything's in place now for... Are you having an absent seizure?
Oh.
Okay. Everything's in...
Fuck.
Everything's in place now for their graduation, which I believe is the next episode, so...
But it's not the season finale.
It's not.
It's not, right?
I don't know.
I think there's more.
Okay. I'm not sure. I don't know. I guess that's true because it's not the end of May.
Ouch.
There's 2 more weeks in May. I think there is 2 more episodes. But the next episode is the graduation episode.
Okay.
But yeah, we're there.
Yeah. Almost there.
We'll have to see what happens next year when they go to college.
What the fuck was that? Are you having a demon in your throat?
I was saying college.
No, that was not college. I don't know what that was.
Anyway, that is the episode for the week, Carol.
Is it?
Yeah. How many? Why is it?
Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay.
We talked about a lot of stuff.
All right.
What? How many condoms would you give this?
I mean, there was a kiss and a talk of running away.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's it.
Yeah.
Not much.
Half a condom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. One of the least horny episodes so far.
One of the least.
But that is the episode, Carol. Tell people where they can find... a deckhand.
You can write us at latefee1994@aol.com.
Uh-huh.
Check out our website at www.retrolatefee.com.
Yep.
And share the tapes with your friends.
I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.